As we are heading into Megatin season here, I want to make the first video talking about investments out of the Megatins. Things that the average player should be thinking about picking up come Megatin season, because as soon as those tins hit the shelves, it is going to be a massacre on the secondary market. And we've already been seeing the secondary market already go up into shambles over things like this. So we got to talk about this nice and early. So, things that you as a player should be picking up and explanations why. The video. Megatins coming out a couple weeks here. What are things worthwhile to pick up from the Megatins? Number one on this list is Sky Striker. As somebody that has been playing Sky Striker since Engage has been a concept in the OCG. And she's my waifu, by the way. Sorry, guys. I call dibs. Ray is mine. I'm going to propose to her tonight. You guys aren't allowed to have her, alright? She's mine, alright? So don't get jealous when you see the marriage license strictly certified from Japan that she's my waifu. I'm just saying, alright? So, Engage got the reprint the first time through. Players like, $16 is too much, I can't afford that. Well, you know what? As we're a good bargain store, we're going to slash that price in half again for you guys. Now Ultra Engages are available to the player base. So here's a big thing that you need to understand about this as a player that likes building a lot of decks. Engage, Widow Anchor, Afterburners, and honestly, I guess GMing Waves. Alright, so when you look at these cards, a lot of players like to splash these in rogue decks. Mech Knight, literally Hornet Drones into Kagari into literally, back to the Hornet Drones makes Alistair the Invoker, which is your combo. Same thing with Blind Second ABC. I know, right? These are roguish picks, but thing is, if you're a rogue player, this small package right here, it's smaller than I am, by the way, but when you look at this package of cards, you get this chance to kind of splash it. And as a rogue player and a budget player, this is just becoming more and more affordable. Honestly, off of everything on this list, I could tell you the Sky Striker package for a going second variant of any deck, or even as combo potential, pick it up. You'll be doing yourself a favor. This stuff is getting so affordable at this point that you don't even have to pick it up for the aspect of having pure Sky Striker. I mean, you could, that'd be great, but Engages, Splash Engines, make Mech Knight Invoked even better. This should be cheap enough that the average Joe can afford it. So there's that. Budget players, rejoice, you have options available to you. It's good. It really is. Now, that being said, the Danger Core is also going to be rolling on into the Megatins. And for those of you that, let's be honest here, $30 Nessies, $30 Tsuchinokos, okay, that's $120 right there. Plus whatever other stray one, Jackalopes were 10s, that's $140 at the moment. Granted, the Danger package before this was ridiculous. Like, you were packing like 300, 350. But I can tell you, rogue players and budget players that don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of money, yeah, they're hindered by things like this. Now, here's the thing I'm going to say about the Danger Core. Looking at the Danger monsters themselves and the way that they interact in the game, one, they're generic draw power. So if I'm a budget player and I could pick up a Danger Core for a decent amount of money, that automatically opens up my ceiling a lot. And the dream, I don't know what prices are expected to be on this stuff going forward, but the dream is to be able to pick up the Danger Core for like $50 between 2 Nessie, 2 copies of Snake, and 2 Jackalopes. That's the dream. I don't think it's going to happen, but if you have some sort of idea going forward in Megatins here, you have an idea of what your goal should be. Now, I know $50 isn't accessible to a lot of players, and I'm definitely prioritizing the Sky Striker engine over the Danger engine, but getting the opportunity to resolve those effects, even so much Thunder, which I'll talk about in a second here, but the Danger package and the Sky Striker package together open up so many venues for players to be able to interact and change the dynamic of their decks. Now, even with the third reprint of Sky Strikers rolling around the corner here, yeah, you very well need to understand that options present themselves in weird ways. So yes, do give some consideration to being able to pick up the Danger Core post Megatins. They should be the most affordable that they've ever been. It's going to raise your entire, like, as a budget and a rogue player, like, going forward, these are two very important options for you, just as a whole. So kind of understand that more options available to you as a player is always a good thing. Now, number 3 on this list is Thunder. Now, in combination with the Danger package, Thunder opens up some weird things. And here's the thing, alright, so Colossus is already cheap. Dragon Dark's a little bit expensive. But if you're able to pick up Thunder, that gives you access to play Pure Thunder. And I think a lot of players have kind of forgotten how annoying Titan is to deal with in today's format. Titan is not the card that you want to be messing around with. As a budget player, seeing that we're probably going to be slashing off a lot of value off of these cards going into the secondary market, while Sky Striker and Dangers are able to function as core components in other decks in combination with other cards, I'm going to be the first one to tell you that Pure Thunder, as a budget player, it's not a bad thing. It's not a very good thing without a Boral Sword Dragon, but that's another point here for in a second. So yes, Pure Thunder, being able to Dragon Matrix, being able to stick double Colossus Titan, go through the Summoner, a lot of players can't answer those, alright? And if I was a rogue player on a budget, and I saw that Thunder was coming up to be the next thing, I would have started saving my money ASAP. This is probably where I would step. You have no reason to not be able to top a regional. And by top a regional, I mean you should be able to make top 48, top 32 to get that Covenant invite with Thunder very easily. And, I mean, if more budget allows, okay, you can grab the Danger package. That's okay. You have options available to you. Obviously, things like Saruja are going to be the things that are going to bog you down, but you don't necessarily need those cards if you're playing Pure Thunder. And then the one person will be like, well, Robbie's advocating Pure Thunder over here. The world's ended. Like, I'm trying to look out for the budget players. I am. I think these, honestly, playing Pure Thunder over Mech Knight or, something like that, if you didn't pick up Pendulum Magician when you had the chance as a budget player, yikes. But the thing is, we come to this new era now, and you have opportunities available to you. Don't miss out on them, And that's one thing I read in a lot of my comment section. Hey, I didn't listen to you. Thought you were bad. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, no, he was right. There's that. The last major thing I want to talk about coming out of the Megatins is Boral Sword Dragon. And when Boral Sword got his first reprint here, a lot of players were like, oh, it will go down over time. And we found out it was a short print. And then it went straight up through the ceiling. And then the reprint got announced again. And the reprint, you guys are following, right? The reprint of The Secret went down to like $33. So here's the thing. Boral Sword is fantastic, but you have to understand the reason why this card is so much money. You're paying for an extra deck version. This is a card that you'll have access to at all points in the game. An OTK card. It helps you close games. See, you snap your fingers. This is why extra deck resources are so important, because you have access to them at all points in the game. You are paying for that convenience, that ease of access to finish games. And seeing that Boral Sword Dragon is coming up for that beautiful reprint, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is time. Maybe give it some consideration. Maybe it's time to pick up that thing that will help close the game, and then you can laugh at the guy at Locals that keeps making fun of you every week because you can't OTK him because you can't afford a Boral Sword Dragon. These are the real things that I've heard players go through in their trading card game experiences, But just like Post Zodiac, all right, maybe these cards will get hit next list, maybe they won't. But I'm here for the here and now to prepare you for the experience going forward. So these are the top things coming out of the Megatins I think that the player base should be prepared for. Excellent opportunities, reasons as to why you should be picking up those cards, and preparing yourself to cry on that fabled day when all those reprints come out and you find out Sky Striker got hit yet again. Gauge to 2, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.